Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it is I, Hidden Flame, and hopefully this is working. Just saying. Last time I tried this, it apparently didn't stream the last two streams, the last two updates, so I'm kind of here. I mean, I'm kind of in the middle of the patches, and yeah, there's a lot to take in. I will try to do a retrospect on what has happened. No guarantees. But, yeah, 5.3 just released today. So we are going to go do them. Okay. So all we know, I mean, all I can really tell you, is that the Warrior of Darkness, the original, the one who showed up way back in Heaven's Ward, or, yeah, it was Heaven's Ward. Was it? I don't remember, it's been way too long. But he is back to life, sort of. He's got an Asian in him. So he's an ass right now. And we still have yet to find a way to get our team out of here. Get away from the spawn in. There he is. Oh, Mrs. Flame, will you be venturing forth today? Do be sure to take care of the soul. Though they say the star shower was harmless, one can never be too careful. But I concede it is not for me to tell the Warrior of Darkness how to look after herself. Old habits, you understand? Coda, stop it. How very opportune. Greetings, my friend. Do you perchance have a spare moment? Yeah. Go on. Wonderful, wonderful. I wanted to thank you, you see, for revealing the truth of the Warriors of Light. After all these years, your tales set the record straight. Finally, the people see them as great heroes they were. Or, the great hero he is in the case of Ardebert. You too were surprised to see him, I think? At the time, I was not certain what to make of him. Make it all, but I could see the effect his words had on those around me. And then the stars rained down from the sky, and, well, you know the rest. Hang on, something's wrong here. There we go. That's what I was looking for. When the commotion died down, you were nowhere to be seen, but I was determined to express my gratitude.
And so I am here. Thank you, Eden, for giving voice to the truth and restoring the warriors of light to their rightful place in history. Should you perhaps wish to have your account of these matters committed to writing, I would be more than willing to serve as your scribe. Indeed, if there is anything I can do, anything at all, you need only say the word.
What's the situation like in the city?
The situation in the city? Do you mean people awakening as the warriors of light? Well, while questions remain about the circumstances surrounding Arbert's return, history tells us that what took place is not entirely unprecedented. But to understand that requires an understanding of warriors of light in a broader verandic context. If it please you, I should be glad to provide an overview. I flatter myself that it may grant you the best grasp that which is occurring not only in the Crystarium, but the world at large. Excellent. I shall return to the cabinet at once and look up the relevant texts. Pray join me at your early convenience.
No less for the righteous, it would seem. Ugh. Random sneeze. Don't let me keep you, miss. I bid you a pleasant day. Calm down, Coda. Okay, so I guess I gotta go to the cabinet. Okay, I do... Let's see, it's over here. Actually, I gotta make sure I have everything prepared. I do, okay. The Cabinet of Curiosity. Patch day.
Hidden. Excellent time. I have but this moment finished gathering the materials for our lesson. As a great many works may make a reference to the warrior's light, I shall, with your permission, focus only upon the detail which is most relevant. Warriors of Light, you say? Forgive us, but we could not help overhearing. The twins. We have been out watching over the Crystarium, but it appears it's business as usual. So I thought I'd spend some time brushing on my knowledge of familiars. And Alphino volunteered to help. And Rain. I actually came on a different errand, but I would be interested in hearing about the Warriors of Light as well. May I join you? Of course. The more the merrier. If you would care to find a table below, I shall be down with the books in a moment. By the way, my character's wearing a mask, protecting the citizens of Eorzea from Corona, so wear your mask. Were one to pore over the annuals of the Vedic history, one would note the comparatively frequent recurrence of individuals held as warriors of light. Robert and his comrades required no introduction, but many others bore the epitaph long before them. To name a few, there was Tol Towil, legendary first king of Lakeland, Rodfort and Saluad, the fabled Darum, and Galgant, duo of Vobert. And no list of Vardic heroes would be complete without the Archmage Tayuna of Ronoka. In the older text, she too was called a warrior of light. Get some stuck in my throat. I can't hold a accent. It did surprise me how ready people were to forget the negative associations of the title, but it makes sense if it's been around for centuries. Barely, in ages past, it was simply a synonym for hero. Okay, I can't do accents or voices. I got some caught in my throat. In the wake of the flood, however, light came to be regarded with fear. The title used not to exalt, but to revile. A far cry from its beginnings. Hey, it's the Warrior of Light. The actual Warrior of Light. Wow. Okay, I knew that this game was, or this patch was a reference to 1. I knew it. This, my friend, is Novert's oldest epitaph, the original tale of the struggle between good and evil. God, that's a beautiful picture. In a time when all lay shrouded in darkness, a prophesied hero rose to deliver the world from its doom. Fighting in the name of the light, the hero styled himself its foot soldier, and thus did he come to be known as the Warrior of Light. Curiously, the centuries that followed, other heroes appeared who claimed them the self-same epitaph, despite sharing no discernible connection to their predecessors. And in time, Warrior of Light came to be a name accorded to all men and women of uncommon skill and valor. Well, the plot thickens. As you know, the Warrior of Light also is used in the source, though the manners in which individuals have earned it, many and varied heroes have been honored, thus oh, I just totally butchered that. Try that again. Though the manners in which individuals have earned it are many and varied, heroes have been honored thus since iniquity. Nor does the custom show any sign of dying out, as you can well attest. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? It surely can't be a coincidence. Indeed not. Let us imagine a man who is awakened in the echo and is able to hear the Highland's voice. As she styles him, so too does he style himself a warrior of light. Of course, being blessed with the echo does not in itself make a hero. And conversely, there will be no few heroes who are not blessed with it. But such distinctions are immaterial to the masses, and over time they come to use the title Warrior of Light and the word hero interchangeably. Sounds about right. It would be interesting to see if the theory holds true in other worlds, if crossing the rift were that easy. Well, Heidelin did call me a warrior of light. She did. I never heard her voice myself, but I can feel her presence. Perhaps through Menphilia? At any rate, assuming all of this is true, and there's a common thread between the epitaph, I doubt the Asians will have been amused. To have the world at large associate light, and by extension Heidelin, with good, might have added insult to injury. While this discussion is undeniably fascinating, I wonder, should I be privy to it? Mayhaps it would be better if I excused myself? Oh, no. No need for that, my friend. Pray accept our apologies. Your lesson on Warrior's Light has given us much to ponder. Did someone say the Warrior's Light? Ah! Uh-oh. Oh, little cat girl. Oh, little kitten. Wiki Tio, are you alright? Ah, my precious tomes. Did I not say to take care of the cabinet? Oh. You too, Arky. Earwill. What's already messed up, Morin? Aren't you? I'm nobody. The Warrior of Darkness. My name is Ricky Tio, and I wanted to help everyone. Oh, God, that face. Oh God, just that face. It's so adorable. Please tell me what I have to do to be a hero, to be a warrior of light. Help. How do you say no to that? Patch day. It's gonna take a while, isn't it? So, I want to be a hero. I want to be a warrior of light. But no one wants to fight with a sword. But not... Words. So, I want to be a warrior of light, but not the one that fights with a sword and all that. No, I want to be the kind that fights with potions and heals people. An apothecary. Oh, she's just so cute. I'm going to help everyone in Crystarium. No, in all of Norvant. When I told Arkil and Iro about me this, they said the cabinet should have lots of tomes about potions. But this place is so big, and we don't have the faintest idea where to begin searching. At this rate, I'm not going to get anywhere. If one were to look, one would indeed be able to find Tristis, I don't know the word, on potions here. Even so, I fear they may prove a little difficult for one so young, but Esteemed warriors of darkness, perhaps you might accompany young Ricky Tio to God, these words. Spagrix, rather than through tomes. I believe she stands more to learn by observing the chirurgeons at their work. Sounds like a plan. It seems we're finished here. So will you come? So we'll come with you. Last one to the Spagrix is a red egg. Now, I'll have you know I'm really fast. You're gonna be the rotten egg. Ah, kids. Whoa, that's just weird. I don't even know where they are. So where am I going? The docile gate. The docile gate. This way. Well now, what do I owe the pleasure of so many bright-eyed visitors? Is that the way of it, sweetie? You wish to learn about medicine? That's right, I want to become a warrior of light who uses potions to help people all over the world. Well, that's a very noble endeavor, and aren't you? And you aren't alone in it? No few at our infirmary yearn to venture forth as warriors of light, but ultimately they have all decided not to pursue that dream. Well, why? Because the people here need them too, sweetie. The guards who place themselves in harm's way to keep us safe, the artisans who toil tirelessly that we might sustain our way of life, and youngings like you who are the future of the Crystarium. They could not simply abandon them, you see. And so, difficult as it was, they made a decision to remain. Then, does that mean my dream isn't any good? Oh. Oh, sweetie, yours is a wonderful dream, and it would be a pleasure of mine. It would be my pleasure to help you pursue it. If we all work hard, the day will come when our chirurgeons set forth to aid folk in every corner of the realm. As we strive towards that day, I hope we can rely upon you as well, though I must warn you, ours is not an easy path. No, you must work very, very hard. I am not afraid of hard work. I'll become the best apothecary ever. Just you watch. That's the spirit. Without further ado, then, may I entrust you with a task. I have placed an order at Sweet Sieve for a potion ingredient, and I would like you to go and collect it. Ooh, an ingredient. Leave it to me, miss. Oh, such an abundance of energy. But I can't wonder if she'll be all right by herself. My apologies, but would you mind accompanying her? When you arrive at Sweet Sieve, speak to the woman named Gracine, and she will point you in the right direction. I shall join you, as I am the one who suggested this course to Ricky Tio. I would assist in her first steps. Okay, Alpha, now let's go. And what of you two? Are you coming along too? Well, we do want to become warriors of light, just not the same as Riki. So we'll wait here, warriors of darkness. When you return, please teach us how to fight. In that case, Ryan and I shall keep them company, and take the opportunity to ask about their aspirations. Okay, see ya. I gotta adjust something on my mask here. Nope. Oh, I can't take the goggles off? Oh, okay. I'm glitched out. Yep. I have no idea where I'm going. Up the stairs? Oh, okay. We're going into the shops. Yeah, it's not even showing now. I just have... Ah! See, I want the mask on, but not... Yeah, screw it. I can't tell. It won't let me do things. There we go. Wait. Did I go to the wrong area? Oh, I did.
Gotta go up. I know what I'm doing. I think. Oh, out of the garden. Okay. If it isn't the Warrior of Darkness herself, I assume you're here with Master Alphino? Right, at least you wandered. Camille's orders is for grapes. As busy as we've been, however, I regret to say we didn't have time to harvest them. So it was with apologies I asked Alphino and his young companion to help themselves to the fruits of the vines. Perhaps you could lend them a hand? It is the undersized grapes you want to pick. They're too small for normal consumption, but suitable for making wine and medicine. Hooray! Okay. Forgot how to play the game. I've harvested all the undersized grapes I could find here. How goes the picking effort? Oh, you're here too? But look, we're picking little grapes. It's quite fun. Here you go, Giro, sweetie. Wow, you picked this many already? Amazing. I dare say we have enough between us. Shall we take them back to Chesamil? Yeah, I can't wait to see what she's going to do with them. Tell me, Ricky, what made you want to become an apothecary and warrior of light? Why, well, a while ago I felt sick, really sick. My body was burning up and I felt so weak I couldn't even get out of bed. Then the traveling apothecary came and gave me a potion to drink. It was the foulest thing I ever tasted, but it made me get better. She was so brave, the apothecary, I mean. She went around taking care of people, and even when it was dangerous. And I decided I wanted to help people just like her. So I started brewing potions out of grass and giving to my friends, but I really didn't know what I was doing. Or if there was anything else I could do. Not long ago, a neighbor told me that he was going to be a warrior of light and go travel the world helping people. And I thought, that's the same thing I want to do. I see, out of curiosity, what did your neighbor do in the end? Thyler? I haven't seen him in a bit. So he must already be out looking for people to help. Thyler, one of the guards awakened by the star shower. Thank you for sharing your tale with us, Ricky Tio. I myself took inspiration from one not unlike yourself. I know words. I myself took inspiration from one not unlike your traveling apothecary, and I hope her good example will spur you to realize your dream. But it will not be done in a day. Such lofty goals are reached through hard work and persistence, through countless acts of heroism, like delivering the grapes to Chesamil. It would seem I have been laboring under misapprehension.
had convinced myself that it was Elidibus who had sowed the desire to become warriors of light within the hearts of people. But I see now that the impulse to aid their fellow man abided within them from the first. Elidibus did no more than give it a name. And he so kindly proclaimed, "We must return to our world ere long." With the exarch laboring tirelessly, I doubt not but a way will be found. Yet I believe I speak for all of us when I say I cannot leave in good conscience, not until we've dealt with Elidibus. This is no longer a strange and distant land after all. Norvent has become a home to us, and her people our own. Let us return to Spurdrix. It wouldn't do to keep your admirers waiting. The Rotunda. Where am I going? Somewhere in the middle of here. There we are. Come on. Unable to commence. There we go. My thanks for your kind help, sweetie. We now have all the ingredients we require. From the grapes we shall make a vinegar, to which we will add elf grass and a few other herbs to produce an invigorating syrup. It's unspeakably sour, but it does wonders for the constitution. As part of her studies, I may have to give Riki Tio a taste. Oh, God. Okay, over here. Make sure everything... Oh, shoot. Hang on. I had the whole chat up. Didn't even realize it. Heroic dreams. Hey. Way of Darkness. If you finish helping Riki, would you show us some fighting? Not play fighting. Honest to God's fighting. We already have some enemies you could dealt with. Vampire bats. The guards say they have a pest around the Quisterium, my late. We tried to sneak outside to hunt them, but the guards caught us and sent us home. But they shouldn't mind if you're doing the fighting and we're watching. The children told us much while you were away. In preparation, Shamil kindly furnished us with some lures for the bats. While the creatures won't give you any sport, bear in mind that the young ones will be watching. To that, put on a good show, yes? Right, let's head outside at once. Everyone follow me. Alice, wait up. Come then, children. So where am I going? At the Archgate. So, have I flown? Am I flying yet? Nope. I'm not flying yet because I haven't yet to do anything with the stuff out here. I don't even know which horse this is. Should have got rid of the other one. Oh well. Everyone's here. Good, let's get started, shall we? As their name suggests, vampire bats feed on blood, and originally being nocturnal creatures, they're growing more active with the return of night, and becoming a nuisance. To draw them out, we'll use Chesimil's lures, which work by exploiting their heat-seeking behavior. The bats wont to nest under the eaves, so you are likely to attract more at a place near buildings. I have 6 lures, 3 for each, 3 each for you and me. As proof of a successful kill, I want you to gather up their fangs. Whoever collects the most is the winner. Oh, you're hunting too? Yes. Well, there's nothing like a friendly competition to bring out the best in hidden. Anyway, we'll hunt the bats. And the two of you are to stay with Ryan. She's really strong too. She will keep you safe. Without further ado, let the contest begin. Okay. First set's over here. They're all over the place. Can't believe I'm already in the 80s. Oh my god, everybody's doing it? Damn it. Okay, fine. I will wreck them all.
Come on, you guys. Oh, the Wolverines are attacking. Terra's theme is always a nice theme. For those of you who don't know, that's Final Fantasy VI. Well thought, Eden. The children are hanging on every move. As was I, to be honest. Though I know the tally, may I see your fangs for good measure? Apologies for the wait.
My fangs, not a bad haul if I do say so myself. Four, five, six, seven fangs for Alize. Which means we have a draw. Hidden also collected 7 fangs. Ugh, why does this even feel worse than losing? Just another measly fang, and victory would have been mine. Don't look so surprised. I have no intention of remaining lost in your wake forever, you know. Okay. So, children, now that you see the Warrior of Darkness in action, what are your impressions? So, she's incredible, miss. The bats were down before they knew it. The guards are strong, but the Warrior of Darkness is much, much stronger. We want to be just like her. Good. If you're looking for an example to emulate, you may as well pick the best. I want you to remember how you felt when you watched Hidden, and train hard. Keep at it for long enough, and you'll be strong too. If you don't mind telling us, when did you decide you wanted to become Warriors of Light? Well, we were there listening with everyone when Arbor appeared. But I wanted to become ever since. I know words. But I've wanted to be strong ever since I came to the Crystarium. The Cineavers killed my father and my sister. See? So I promised myself I'd learn how to protect people one day. Like Arbor said, this is our home. We're the ones who have to protect it. We're the ones who have to rise up as the new Warriors of Light. What about you, Arkil? To be honest, I'm not sure what I wanted to do. But if my friends are in trouble, I know I want to help them. And I want to go on adventures with them. See the world together. It's a wonderful goal. You really think so? It's hard to explain, but it's something I felt when I saw the star shower the other day. I felt as though there was something I'd lost, and that I had to go out there and find it. Huh. Well, for both of you, there's nothing for it but to train. When we return to the city, I'll teach you some exercise you can do by yourself. Thank you for showing us your fighting skills, Warrior of Darkness. We'll never forget. Huh. I understand how Arkil feels. The star shower didn't awaken me to Heidelin's voice, but that vision of the final days of Harumat burning. It fills me with sadness to the very pit of my being. Things I once knew, people I once loved, promises I once made. It felt as though long-forgotten memories were dancing at the edges of my mind, but when I try to focus on them, they simply fade away. An effect of having a fractured soul, I shouldn't doubt. But least you worry, I am perfectly happy to remain fractured and have no intention of donning an Asian mask. I just wish we knew what Elidibus was plotting. But look at this pair of incurable brooders. If we're gonna stand around lost in thought, we may as well do it back in the city. Rest assured, Rain and I will take care of the children from here. Their heads will be in the clouds after meeting you. will see that their feet remain firmly planted to the ground. Uh-oh. What's happening? You okay? Nothing, just a dizzy spell. Seems I tried a little too hard to beat you. I'm fine, don't worry. I'll see you soon. Oh no, their souls are getting worse. As you ponder Ellie's words, you're taken by an urge to revisit the scene of that fateful meeting. I don't even know where that is. The lookout in the Crystarium. Up there, I think. No. On behalf of the convocation, I bid you welcome to our order. At times you will stand with us, at times you will stand against us. All that you might steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. For yours is the seat of Elizabeth, the emissary, and by this name shall every action be guided. Why must you embroil the people in your plans?
serve any purpose. The Convocation charged me to steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. As Elidibus, it is my duty, and I shall see it done. I will strike you down. Destroy you body and soul. All else must wait. Ere long I will come for you, warrior of darkness. And I will save the world. One last matter. I bore witness to your final struggle with Emetzelk. It seemed as if he saw something familiar in you. As if he mistook you for another.
Hithodelius called me his new old friend.
No. I recall not of whom he spoke. Mayhap I never knew you. Or mayhap it is another fragment lost.
Ah, I wasn't aware you already had a guest. If the conversation is constructive, I shall not intrude. But if you seek to stir up trouble, Elidibus, then I must insist you leave at once.
Though you lack her blessing, your soul is surprisingly dense.
Worry not. I seem to be unharmed. This is my own doing. The consequence of my recent exertions. It is the Tower's way of compensating me for the demands I have placed on it. Rest assured, it is no great inconvenience at present. Indeed, I told Beck Lug as much, but they would not be persuaded and sent me away to rest. No need to make a fuss. Strange as it may sound, I consider it something of a badge of honor. One of the brave souls who saw me delivered unto the first once said that the world shall ever have a place for tales of heroism so long as we have need of inspiration in our lives. Though he and his fellows had no way of knowing whether their mad scheme would amount to anything, they knew that the attempt alone would inspire hope. Or so they hoped. A more optimistic lot one would be hard-pressed to find. They said they would find a means to save our God's forsaken world, just as soon as they had sent me on my way. Said it with such confidence that, for a fleeting moment, I half believed them. Such faith, such courage in the face of unrelenting despair. For a long time, it was more than I could bear to remember them. But having come this far, having sent full many on their way myself, I see things more clearly. To take action is to hope. To believe, to choose to believe, is to take the first step towards a brighter future. And why do I tell you this? Because I want you to indulge me in a little recklessness. Needless to say, I have a plan. And when all is said and done, I will ask yet another favor of you.
You're both here. Oh, thank goodness.
What's wrong?
It's Thancred. He's collapsed.
The fates deemed not to allow us a quiet moment. Please come. Let us have the details from Ryan. Food's always good. Damn it! I hate when people do that. Oh, do I actually get a mission now? That would be nice. And after Alize and I saw the children back to the Spigrix, we chanced to meet Thancred there, returning from his mission. He'd been shadowing Elidibus around the realm, only to lose sight of him near the Crystarium. And he was in the middle of telling us where he'd been when he just crumpled to the ground. Hang on. I should have known that would happen. Oh, fuck. Sorry, I just dropped something on the ground. It's not like anybody's watching. There we go. The Kuragans are looking after him now, with Alphino standing by, just in case his healing magics are needed. I couldn't do anything to help. Since I couldn't do anything to help, I best I come find you. And the guy, the guard of Extora, told me where to look. I get the hiccups for some reason. I see. It cannot be easy leaving Thancred's side. My thanks for bearing word to us. Come, let us hurry to the Spigrix. Or Spagrix. Well, he was the first, so... Whee! Smack. Then the twins. No. It was Thancred, then... Wait, Ishola. She was with Thancred, wasn't she? Shoot. Maybe Ishola's down too. Really? You gonna stand on the bed? I don't even know where I'm looking. Really? Jeez.
You're on top of him. Oh, crap. How do you feel? Embarrassed, but otherwise well. I won't be staying overnight. This episode was not the result of any injury I could find. Thancred's aether, however, did show signs of instability, and I did what I could to calm the fluctuations. And all of this without warning? Not exactly. You will doubtless recall the time Urianger nearly drowned and I gallantly went to do his rescue. When his water walking charm found, he was tired, as were you when you got back. We were both spent, yes, on account of which you begged us to rest, which in retrospect might have been a good idea. In fact, I've been experiencing regular bouts of lightheadedness ever since. But there is no actual fainting until now. As often observed, I have no lingering injuries, and it most surely isn't old age, which leaves only but one cause. The link between the body and soul is weakening further. The time grows short. We must complete the spirit vessel with all haste. To that end, I might trouble you to trip to the source. In addition to looking in on our friends' bodies, I would have you consult Kryl about our plan. If she has any concerns, we should at least endeavor to address them prior to processing. Oh yeah, we're trying to put all of our friends' souls into pretty much a jar or bottle, and I take it over. In the meantime, we should get back to laying bare Elidibus's plot. Thus far, I have learned this much, that in each of the places he has visited, there have been sightings of suspicious black-clad strangers. Moreover, the coming of these shady individuals has invariably coincided with some manner of misfortune. Bestializing settlements, blight raving crops, you know, the sort of thing. All of which serves rather conveniently to make Elidibus's calls for new heroes reverberate that much more loudly in the hearts of his audience. And you think these black-clad strangers are Ascians? I do, and I fully intend to investigate further, though for that I shall require additional feet on the ground. You can count on mine. God knows I've been itching to get out there for a while. Oh, come here, Coda. Mayhap Urianger can be prevailed to join in your efforts. He has already proved copious matter of spirit vessel's construction, and it is of Beglug's and I to wrestle with the rest. Well, if you can spare the old boy, you might as well make good use of him. I'll go and give him the good news. You'll do no such thing. However heedless you are of your own well-being, if you care at all for Ryan's feelings, you will stay in bed until you are needed. Alphino and I will find Urianger. Okay, fine. All being well, we have news to share. We will have new. Okay, hey. Calm down, okay?
Go on. All being well, we will have news to share by the time you return. Safe travels, him. All right. All the way down. Uh-oh. Nope. Gone. I don't know what the hell that noise was. It wasn't bad. Taru! Taru! Where's Kyle? Hidden! What excellent, I mean, what awful timing! Huh? You see, our friends, they're taking a turn for the worst. Krell's hardly had a moment of rest in the past few days. Can I go on? She didn't want everyone to worry, so we've been keeping it quiet. Oh, but listen to me, I call myself receptionist and I even bothered to ask you why you're here. So you think the spirit vessel will be ready soon? And they want to make sure there is no problems on this end? You better talk to Kyle. She's with the others in Dawn's Respite. Let's go and see her. Just prepare yourself, alright? I actually get to see Dawn's Respite. but news from the fast. I see. Work on the Spirit Festival proceeds apace, but our friends begin to falter. As they themselves have observed, the link between the body and soul has weakened. It's as simple as that. For now, I'm still able to quell the fluctuations of the ether, but it's only for a matter of time. We'll lose them if we don't act soon. So if the Exarch is ready to attempt something, let him attempt it. As for the Spirit Vessel itself, if we seek to draw upon a league in wisdom, we could do worse than consult an expert in the field. Oops, we gotta put this back on. And I think I know just the man. Time being against us, it best if I go and solicit his aid in person, even if it does mean leaving my patients. Hidden, could you spare a moment? While Crow goes and finds this expert of hers, There's a gift I was hoping to send our friends to the first. And since we might be waiting a while, I wonder if you wouldn't mind giving me a hand with it. My first attempt turned out well, so now I'm going to make it properly. It'll be in the kitchen, in the House of Splendors. Meet me there. Well, I better be off too. I shall see you soon, either here or at the house, depending on how our patients fare in my absence. Okay. I'm Batman. Oh, lag. I'm like right on top of her. Dismiss. What I'm looking at. A snow case. Bonsai. Wall scroll. Maybe she's upstairs, I guess? I don't know. Oh, never mind. Oh, God dang it, really? Ah, there you are, hidden. I'm sure you've guessed it, but the gift of home cooking. Unlike Kryl, I can't do much to help our friends directly, but it doesn't mean I've been idle. No, I've been doing my best for the Order, taking on this job and that to keep the coffers full. I've even helped out with the Ishgardian's restoration. And of course, of all this, my culinary skills have come on quite a bit. So I thought, why not make something for our friends? It's baking in the oven as we speak. Shouldn't be long. There, baked to perfection, if I do say so myself. Bread. You baked bread. It's not just any old bread. This here is old world bread. Arkin loaf, to be precise. And, oh shoot. And simply fare. I mean, simple fare, I admit, but I thought it would remind our friends of home. If nothing else, Kryl tells me it's a good source of ether. So I should lend them a bit of strength at least. There's truly nothing like the smell of fresh bread in the oven. Kryl, and if it isn't Rambros too. What, Coda? I trust you require no introductions either, Hidden?
Greetings, my friend. I am full glad to see you well. I confess, I have a long list of questions to ask you, but I will endeavor to constrain my curiosity for the present. I understand our mutual friend is struggling with the application of a certain Allegan technologies.
I've been keeping Rambos appraised of the events of the first. Suffice it to say, he knows about the Akarch.
Come here, you.
If anyone can help provide the insight in this matter, it's him and his fellow sons.
Loath as I am to disappoint you after a glowing endorsement.
Oh, come on, Coda. What are you doing, huh? Hey. Calm yourself, okay? Okay, calm yourself. Calm down, okay? What? That's so, huh? What is your problem? You've been like this all day. Calm down.
Memory transference is the sole province of Allegan royalty. Its machinations closely guarded secret. If any record of them remains, we have yet to find it. To wit, I regret that I can offer no solution to your problem. Which begs the question of why I bothered to come here. Empty-handed and as I am, the answer being, rather brazenly, to ask a favor. I would have you relay a message to our comrade. Sure. Tell him that we never doubted him. Never doubted that he would achieve all that he said he would. To all of those of us who remain behind here have yet to play our part. But when the time comes, he may rest easy knowing that we will most assuredly do so. And then the tower shall shine once more as a beacon of hope in this world and beyond. So tell him that we consider his duty done, and that he should follow his heart now.
Forgive me, but you say this to discourage him from overexerting himself, or to encourage him to hold nothing back?
That is for our friend to decide. But either way, I dare say a certain someone will be unimpressed.
Well, there you have it, Hidden. If you be so good to see his message and Tartu's bread to the recipients, along with my report, of course. Carl, before I wrap the bread, would you mind giving it a try, just to make sure everything is as should be? But of course, I'm always happy to lend my taste buds. Hey, calm down. She's in my lap just talking. Excuse me, Ramos, as a fellow Charlian, may I trouble for your opinion?
Well, I might as well have a good dollop of Rollenberry jam. But I suppose plain is simply for sampling purposes. I see.
I don't know, is it that bad? It is indeed, Taru, dense and unpleasant, exactly as it should be.
Just so, very tasteful.
Okay, Coda, go. Now stop yelling at me.
As you might expect, our countrymen have amassed a wealth of culinary wisdom from every corner of the world. But our native cuisine is, shall we say, a little lacking. In Charlahan, the majority regard food as a source of nourishment rather than enjoyment. Save for those few who actually research the culinary arts, we pay little heed to the niceties of taste and texture. It was against such a gastronomic landscape that what is now called the Archon Loaf was born, creation of the Archon, who devoted himself to the study of bodily sustenance. In order to maximize the nutritional value, he incorporated copious quantities of pulverized fish and vegetables matter into the dough, all with nary a care to the qualities of which would make bread enjoyable. The result is a flavor that continues to defy description.
And yet, that's what it's
shortcomings, the love's nutritional value cannot be denied, and being a damnably convenient way to cater to one's bodily needs. It quickly found an audience amongst busy scholars. Why, when I was a lad, nigh every meal was a sandwich made with this very bread, and whatever ingredients happened to be on hand. I suspect about every Archon could say the same. I have been away from home for so too long. I thought I might have forgotten the taste, but no, it's all too familiar. How it takes me back. If there is enough, perhaps you can spare some for the Eckarch. He is certainly to appreciate it. Well, there's plenty to go around. I'll be sure to wrap up an extra slice. Hidden, when you deliver the loaf, please be sure to send everyone my regards. Tell them that we're doing everything we can, and that we'll be praying for their safe return until the moment they get back. Come on. Welcome back. How was your journey? By the 12 Arcan loaf. However did you come by this? I swear it had come straight from Charleon. Ambrose said that... Did he? His words are nearly as heavy as his bread. But I appreciate the sentiment. Should you have a chance, you may tell him that he needn't worry. That which I seek to do, I do of my own volition, with all of my heart. In pursuing this path, I fully expect to earn the censure of our friends. To deserve it, and to deserve it, but I shall forge on regardless.
For John, as you yourself did when faced with a similar predicament. So I ask that you have faith in me and what we do. But we are talking about your journey. Before the others arrive, I would hear how their bodies fare. Oh, and the bread I'll save for later. Though it has been many years, I have not forgotten the feats of mastication required to consume it, nor how unconductive they are to the conversation.
Forgive the delay.
We have visited every region and confirmed the presence of Ascians throughout the realm.
Lest a grave predicament be made to seem hopeless, it should be noted that they are of inferior rank. The black-masked minions who answer to the red.
Yes, a gaggle of schemers attempting to exploit recent events to sow the seeds of petty conflict. Fortunately, nothing of any great concern has come of their meddling just yet.
We also encountered a number of the Crystarium's former defenders, busily solving this problem and that in a bid to become warriors of light.
Their zeal is to be applauded. 'Tis but a pity I cannot encourage them on their cause.
Not knowing Elidibus set them upon it, no. Both the troubles to be solved and the villains to be vanquished are his doing too, like as not. And so, with apologies to the aspiring warriors of light, I believe it best that we deal with the Ascians quickly and quietly.
I quite agree.
But tell us, what news from the source? How fare our bodies? Oh dear. Then we must redouble our efforts. Not that we've ever stinted in that regard.
This would seem an appropriate moment to ask about the spirit vessel. Tell me you've made some progress.
We have, as it happens. One moment.
The red stones. Then this doth mean...
For the benefit of all, permit us to explain. As you will recall, using white auracite as our starting point, we fashioned a vessel for mind and memory both. Yet, though it served this purpose admirably, the process of imbuing it with one's complete essence proved a somewhat thornier proposition. Simply put, the memory would not accompany the mind. And so, we looked to the Allagan's mastery of memory transference for a solution.
This approach was not without its own complications, however, relying as it does upon blood, which inanimate objects, notably, do not possess. We duly explored methods of suffusing the vessel with drops of the aforementioned. Alas, our painstaking experimentation succeeded only in making me feel faint, and singularly failed to imbue the crystal with the necessary properties. It was then that an idea occurred to me, namely that we might fuse the vessel not with normal blood, but with my crystallized essence.
You're doing this for our sakes. So far be it from us to complain. But don't think we haven't noticed what's happening to your arm.
It falls well short of offering up my life in exchange for yours, which was your only stipulated prohibition, as I recall. And it is but a small price to pay for delivering you home.
Assuming it works. We shall soon know if this grisly addition will serve as a suitable conduit for the subject's memory. Though not soon enough to warrant your waiting. The test is like to take a while.
Let us be off then. We have Ascians to attend to, among other things.
Forgive me, but I count 6 vessels, and there are only 5 of us.
One is for testing purposes. I will personally use it to see whether the crystal functions as it should.
And if it does, wouldn't that mean that your soul could also return to the source?
Yes. In theory, at least. But there is a distinct difference between your circumstances and mine. While your corporeal forms want for souls, my past self does not. Mayhap our essences would blend, or mayhap they would curdle. There is no telling what might occur.
And you'd be willing to take that risk?
I would.
I see.
Hast thou a moment hidden? I would speak with thee on the matter of the Ekarch's mooted return to the source. Thou wilt have observed our friend spake not in certainties. Yet if Berglog hath the right of it, 'tis possible to predict the outcome of his plan with some confidence. And it is the assessment that, given the opportunity, the ex-archer's soul should successfully merge with his younger self, which is not to process without complications. For one, the ex-archer hath been subjected to an additional rejoining, an experience which will have wrought a change in his ethereal composition. Has thou thyself demonstrated with in merging with Ardbit? However, there existeth an affinity twixt like souls, and this doth give us cause to hope. Yet here there remaineth one immutable condition upon which success doth hinge. The exarch must needs recognize his past self as simply that, himself. As our recent travails have demonstrated, the
Memories are essential to the soul. Any discrepancy in the former of feasibly cause the letter to spurn its former flesh. 'Tis a seemingly simple yet complex problem. For nigh on a century our friend hath striven only to deliver this realm, to deliver thee, and to that singular end did he cast aside his very name, that he may assume the mantle of the crystal Egarch. Henceforth, none can say what choices our friend will make, but I thought it only right for thou to be made aware of these truths. Okay, let's see here. I gotta see how many missions there are. All the way down. Oh, it's not even been updated yet? Yeesh. Well, guys, I'm gonna actually go end it here. I'm not feeling well, so I'm gonna go lay down. If I feel better, I will come back and do more. If not, I will see you guys next time when I do another stream. Till then, have a good night, guys.